Mabuhay and welcome. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tess Milan. I am a Filipina American creative. I hope you can hear me over this airplane that's flying over my head right now. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can see it. Maybe see it over there. Yeah, I'm here in Queens, New York, close to LaGuardia Airport. That's what all that noise is about. And I wanted to hop on here. I'm doing this quasi live because I'm going to do this all in one take, but it's not exactly like live. But I just felt the urge to update y'all because it's been a while. Back at the end of May, when I was like, every Thursday at 3 p.m., we're going to do a live on YouTube. I had every intention of doing that, just like I had every intention of going full force into this third year of Filipina American creative. And then it didn't happen because life decided to happen instead. And that is a very real thing because, you have these plans, you have these intentions, and then just you get sideswiped by the things that you just don't plan for, don't want to plan for. Things happen in life that you're just like, this is not supposed to be happening, but it is happening. And yeah, those things are very real. And I just wanted to, just like I had originally wanted to with the lives, give you an in-between, meet me in the in-between update as to what's been going down in the life of a Filipina American creative. So I'm going to work backwards. I'm currently at the tail end of a trip to New York City that I took this month being in August, and I've been here for about a good fat week and a half. And for most of that, I have been filming 4 episodes for the series. And I've had the most amazing interviews and amazing conversations with people that have just filled my heart and my mind and my soul with so much good information about Filipinos and about Filipino Americans and about the reasons why they are the way that we are and the reasons why we do the things that we do and whether there's hope for us. Not that there has to be hope for us, but there's just some things where you just are like, why do we do that? And then you get a perspective on why those things happen and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I totally get it. So yeah, I got a chance to speak with Professor Luis Francia from New York University, the author of A History of the Philippines. And he is just so delightful to speak with that I had to meet him twice. Not because I seriously wanted to stalk the man, but just because there were some logistical things that happened with my video footage that I wanted to make sure that I covered my bases and had good footage for you all to watch. So I got to meet him again today for the second time and walk around Jackson Heights, which is a vibrant neighborhood here in Queens, New York, that is so diverse. I was telling him the diversity is so palpable that you can literally cut it with a butter knife. It is just so many different ethnicities and cultures and heritages just coming together and living in this wonderful, beautiful space. And now I'm actually just on the tail end of visiting. There's another airplane flying. I don't know if I'm capturing it because I can't really see what's happening but on my camera, but yeah, another airplane just flew by. But I'm in front of Queens Museum because I had also heard from a powerhouse that I got to interview, the leader of Little Manila Queens. Her name is Jacqueline. She told me that the Queens Museum is another source of inspiration for things that are of diversity and of Queens. And it very much was that. The exhibitions that I saw there, which I'll be using as B-roll for future episodes, it was amazing to see the artistic expression of people's perspectives on the diversity that is Queens, New York. So that was my day today. And this past week, I've just had the opportunity to interview some really incredible people. And not only Professor Luis Francia, who I told you about, but I also got to visit Calle Restaurant, which is a somewhat new Filipino food restaurant. I think they're in the East Village, but I could be wrong. They could be in the Lower East Side. So yeah, I got to visit that. And I had a conversation also with Abby Balingit, who is the recent recipient of a James Beard Award for, I think, like new emerging voice. I have some friends who are passing by. So yeah, she was at the dinner table with us yesterday, and then so was Belinda. Sorry, that's her sister's name, Melinda Basaka, who is in the costume department of the Public Theater. I can hear another airplane coming. It's coming. It's coming. Ah, there it is. There it is. Do you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I don't see it. It's there. I swear it's there. Yeah, so I also got to interview her at the Public Theater, which is an institution for new works that are up and coming, that are edgy, that are diverse. It's the theater where Here Lies Love got its sort of preliminary production before it went on to Broadway. Of course, there were other productions that happened prior to it being at the Public Theater. But the Public Theater is really like an incubator for those types of works. And then I also learned that the Public Theater is a place where diversity is very much valued and very much wanted to be talked about and also protected. So that was very cool. And then I also got to talk with my dear friend Sheila, who received a Fulbright in order to study the genetic coding of Filipinos. I think it was back in like 2014, 2015 is when she was there with her children and her family. Her husband was there as well, visiting the Philippines. I think her husband was there. I can't actually say that for sure, but I know that her children were there with her, living in the Philippines for a good year. And then she kept going back to continue her research. And we talked a lot about Filipino identity as it comes to a genetic DNA coding standpoint. So that's kind of what I've got to do here in New York City in a nutshell. I also, the reason why I was here initially was because I got to visit with the dear friends who did Get Your Story Straight, which is a short film produced, written, created, performed all by Filipino Americans. And they had their second premiere here in New York City, the first one being in Los Angeles just a few days prior. So I flew out early to New York City to be able to participate and celebrate them at their second world premiere in New York at the Chain Film Festival here in the city. So, there's another airplane. Yeah, so that's been my week and a half here in New York City, which has just been so fulfilling and so, again, heart, mind, soul opening, and I'm just so grateful that I got a chance to do that. I also wanted to update you that the reason why, just really briefly, the reason why I haven't been posting as often is because I got COVID, so that was a lot of fun. It's just definitely running rampant throughout the West Coast, and I also know it was in Florida, and it's just like I know people in Germany who got it. I know people who came back from the Philippines who had it. So yeah, COVID is definitely a real thing. So I had that as of recent, and that was not fun trying to get over that. I still feel like I'm getting over it just from an energetic standpoint and just my brain fog and all of that good stuff. And then also I had a family loss, which has not been fun dealing with. And that's unfortunately just the reality of life, that those things happen. And that's a big part of the reason why I have not been posting more consistently, as consistently as I would like to. So I just felt it was necessary to share that with you, that it's not like, I don't feel like posting, I don't feel like editing. No, I really do. I really do want to continue sharing, especially because I have so much wonderful information to share, so many wonderful conversations and interviews to share with you. But life is real and life happens, and sometimes, things happen that just sideswipe you, and you really have to get your grounding again and figure out how to move forward in a way that is healthy and thoughtful to how you are feeling, even if you don't realize that you are feeling certain things in those moments when you're like, I'm ready to go and start doing this again, and then you're actually not. So, airplane. Okay, I'm gonna make sure. So this has been like a full episode of me trying to figure out if I'm actually filming the airplanes or not. But I just wanted to give you that lovely update and share that with you. So it is wonderful to be back. I feel very energized. I feel very good. And more friends are going to be passing in. I really like Queens. I just feel like the people are just so lovely. I just feel so comfortable here. It's really interesting. Anyways, it was lovely to share with you again. It's lovely to be back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. Not that you're being impatient, but you know, sometimes people are like, when are you going to do another episode? And I'm like, I don't know. But I actually really do want to say also that I appreciate all of those of you who have joined me since I have been on this sort of hiatus and not posting as frequently. I see every single person who decides to join this journey with me, and I am just so grateful for each and every single one of you. So the journey continues. My hope and my aim is to start posting more consistently, especially because in the coming months I have a lot of footage that needs to be edited that is relevant to the timing of September, October, November, December. That's a lot of time to share a lot of the things that I've done over the past couple of years, not just the past few weeks or months, but like couple of years. Those are coming, and I'm very excited to share finally these moments with you, these wonderful moments of discovery of my Philippine heritage together with you. That's it for this live episode. Thank you so much for sticking with me and trying to see where these airplanes are. Live from, kind of quasi-live, as you're watching this from Queens, New York. Thank you so much again for joining me, and I will see you very soon. Thanks again. Paalam. Goodbye.